going to be a little bit different. I am literally about to have a very transparent moment with you guys right now before we get into it. So I'm going to let you guys come on in the room, as the people say, because at this point, I don't know what else to tell y'all. So I am about to literally have a transparent moment with you guys about this morning, about how everything was going, about everything in general. Just stress to the 1500 power, trying to figure out how to get this stuff to work, trying to figure out how these are going to, and as you can tell, I'm in a different location. So yesterday I had to get one of the young ladies that I mentor. And so I was like, you know what, let's just get away. So we ended up getting, I brought it here so we can get like a hotel room. So then, you guys, nothing's working right. So my audio wasn't working right. My the camera to go live on Facebook wasn't working right. And I was starting to get so frustrated. And I was just like, and I had to literally take a moment. Because see, these are the things that kind of define how you're going to react, how you're going to inquire. So when you come in the room, tell me, hey, because this morning we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Like when I tell you guys that at this point, I don't even know. I don't know. So when you come in the room, say hello. When you come in the room, share, because I have a lot to tell you guys on this morning. And I need to know who all in here. So somebody say hey to me or something. Um, I just had a moment and I'm going to tell you guys something. That's one of the things about growth, that you can't respond and react like you normally would. You can't allow the situation. That's what we learned yesterday. We cannot allow, hey, Miss Janet, we cannot allow the situation to control the journey. Because when I say that I know it's going to be good, I know live is going to be good today, because everything, every possible issue that I could have this morning, I have. Every possible thing I couldn't figure out how to get, I just couldn't figure it out. Good morning, Don. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it was one of these things where either it's going to make you or it's going to break you. And this morning I refused to be broke. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done the best way that I know how. And I'm going to do it. So I'm going to get back with you guys. I'm just trying, hey, sis, I'm just trying to share like how I would normally do before you guys see this stuff. And I'm going to explain to you guys my morning, the morning that I have had, the morning that has just been one of those things where it's like, how can this much stuff happen at 4 o'clock in the morning, at 4:30 in the morning? How can this stuff happen? And I had to allow myself to say, you know what? This is not going to control me. This is not going to control my day. This is not going to keep me from doing what it is that I am supposed to do. Thank you, sis. So I'm going to start with that, and then we're going to get right into embracing our ugly, hashtag being unique. So this morning, yesterday, I had to get one of my the girls that I mentor, and we got a hotel, just so y'all see the lights all in the back. I don't know if y'all can see it over there, but and so she could get away, so we could talk, so we could do this. So I had all my slides, I had everything together. I get up this morning, right, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure my lighting right, I'm gonna make sure I got everything that I need to have so we can get started. And stuff, the slides didn't want to upload, they were looking funny, then the microphone didn't want to act right. Good morning, hey, Miss Annie. Then the microphone didn't want to act right, and then I couldn't get it to stop echoing back and forth, echoing back and forth. And then I realized what we learned yesterday. I was like, I will not allow this situation to control me. So I'm going to use this as a journey. I'm going to use this as a teachable moment. I'm going to show you something, because sometimes we get so used to everything being perfect, like running smoothly, that when it's a hiccup that happened, it kind of changes how you're going to feel. It kind of changes how you see something. It kind of changes your view about it. And so as you keep trying to evolve forward, you got to realize that there are going to be hiccups in the road. Do y'all hear me? And this morning was one of those days where I was frustrated, because I was like, I got the slides and they can see it, and how are they going to do this and how are they going to do that? And that little, you know how you have that moment where that little voice be like, you've been going live without the slides before. I don't understand what the difference is. So I am going to reiterate everything. I want you guys to have your pens and your papers, because today, good morning, Miss Annie, because today we going in. We're going to hashtag be unique. We're going to be genuine. We're going to be genuine. We've already been unique. We understand that unique represents one of a kind, right? But what you have to understand about your genuineness, right? Before I give you guys the definition, I got to give, because you know I get real excited. So I got to give it to you how I got it. Right? So, in other words, what has happened with the things that make you genuine, the things that authentically make you genuine? Let me tell y'all what happened to them. Ugly has imprisoned your genuine, right? Life, those situations. Remember, yesterday we talked about situations. The situations have imprisoned your genuine. And I'm going to show you, because remember, all of this stems from dysfunction. And we understand dysfunction is abnormal behavior. We understand dysfunction as a virus that it likes to mimic, right? So it likes to mimic behavior so it can come in and shut down the system and or the network, right? So ugly has imprisoned the genuine you. Oh, I'm gonna show. Oh, I get so excited. Ugly has imprisoned the genuine you. What does that mean, Tisha? What are you talking about? Ugly has imprisoned. First of all, let's discuss prison, because we know what a prison is. A prison is a state of confinement, right? So that means you could feel like you're imprisoned in your mind. You could feel like you're imprisoned in a situation, or you could be physically in prison, or you could be physically in prison, right? Imprisonment is being kept in captivity. So that means this thing is holding you down physically. So the things about you that are genuine, the things about you that are unique, the ugly, that disgusting, that deformed thing, that dysfunction has imprisoned it to you no longer want to be your authentic self. You no longer want to be unique. You no longer want to be that one of a kind person. So what has happened is genuine, you can't find it no more. And genuine mimics itself. And oh God, I'm gonna tell you, I'm so excited. I'm gonna tell y'all how we got here. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. So let me go to my next slide, y'all, because I just feel so good. I know some of y'all like, Tisha, what do you mean? So there's something we got to focus on. Two words we got to focus on this morning: imprisoned and genuine. Because we know prison is a state of confinement. That's what prison is. Prison is a state. I feel confined in my mind. Dysfunction got me all trapped up in here, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get this done. But what happens when that thing keeps you? See, when you're kept in captivity, that's imprisonment. Prison is a state of confinement. Imprisonment is it got you, it's holding you. So ugly done took everything that's genuine to you. Because genuine's definition isn't the same as unique. Unique is one of a kind. Unique is something nobody else can do. What makes you unique is you decided that I was no longer going to carry that generational weight, and I was going to be one of my kind. And in order to do that, you have to understand that genuine and unique go hand in hand. But dysfunction is holding you captive. Dysfunction is keeping you in prison, and ugly got you feeling disgusting about something that's authentically you. Okay. I'm coming, y'all. Good morning, y'all. I'm coming. Right? So remember, I already told y'all that prison is a state of confinement and captivity. So that's how I want you to look at it now. We ain't got the genuine yet, but I want you to look at right now that thing that makes you authentically you, that thing that makes you one of a kind is in captivity. It's being kept in prison. Because situations has caused you to no longer want to be your genuine self. What you mean, Tisha? Tell me what you mean. Let me explain something to you. It's so funny. You're genuinely a giving person. You'll give the clothes off your back. But situations that you find yourself in when you try to help people has caused you to become resentful. So now you no longer want to help nobody. Because when you go to do it, ugly says every time you help people, they don't do right by you, and you stop doing it, right? So now ugly has you looking at what makes you genuinely you as a defect, as a dysfunction. And so people will be like, I mean, you always giving and people do you wrong. That's them prison guards trying to keep you in prison. So what happens is you hold back from being genuinely you. There are people who will hold you captive because you smile too much. I mean, you always smiling. Oh, so now I can't smile? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. What does this mean? So how do I take what's genuinely me, what's authentically me, and free myself from the foolishness? What makes me genuine? What makes my heart pure? What makes me happy? See, I have to give my own self as an example because it's easier for sometimes for you guys to relate, right? I am genuinely and authentically a given person. I give you my last. I go out of my way for you, right? But I am also a very direct person. I don't allow you just to tell me anything and I'm going to run with it as truth. So when I was younger, that's the very thing people told me made me bossy, rude, and disrespectful. If you told me something and was not a fact, I told you was a lie. Now, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that because of my age, but I had to tell you the truth. No, that's not true. So people started making me feel bad for being honest. Things would happen in my house and I would go and tell my teacher because this stuff not supposed to happen. You got to remember, I grew up in an abusive household. The family taught me that you don't tell nobody nothing. You don't say nothing. That what happened in the family stay in the family. So now I can't tell the truth. But then you want to yell at me later for lying? We're not even finna go down. So now you're trying to figure out, how do I stay genuine to me when ugly has me in captivity, when ugly has me imprisoned? You love hard. Some of y'all love so hard. You love hard. You love deep. And it feel like everything you've connected to has ran over that love. So now that's built with anger and hate. When women start saying this stuff right here, oh, I don't trust nobody no more. You start putting that wall up. But what people are attracted to is the love that you house. But because ugly has beat that thing down, because ugly has imprisoned it, you no longer want to be authentically you. Not even realizing that that's the thing that's going to help you into freedom. When you stop trying to mimic other people's behavior, because you're one of a kind. Not everybody has the ability to forgive like you forgive. But ugly told you don't do that no more. Don't be genuine. Don't be forgiving people like that, because every time you do that, somebody gonna come back and blah, 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 blah. So now you're holding it like that. Now you're just trapped. Now you're in prison because you don't understand that you're one of a kind. That you no longer walk in situations, but you travel in a journey. You travel in that thing, and you're trying to figure out how in the world we're going to get this done. How in the world we're going to move from place to place. How in the world am I going to travel from one thing to the next when I keep stumbling in situations? How can I be genuinely me when every time I am, the situation confines me to prison? The very thing that made me happy, y'all, this right here, talking, empowering people, is the very thing that got me slapped in the mouth when I was young. I am not lying. It's the very thing people used to tell me, you talk too much. You think you somebody mama. Nobody don't have to listen to you. You don't know everything. Who knew that that's what made me genuinely me? So every time somebody took something that made me authentically one of a kind, and they told me that's not how I'm supposed to be, it was like a prison bar trapping me and locking me in. And I couldn't get out. So because I'm confined and can't be the genuine self I am, I'm aggravated and I'm mad and I'm angry. So now I'm a bitter, angry person. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Well, when I was trying to help people, I was wrong for that. So now what made me genuinely me has imprisoned me, has held me captive, and it won't let me out. Good morning, Festus. Good morning, Susan. It won't let me out. How did I again remember? Prison hold people that are lawbreakers. Situations broke laws against you. Remember, we learned this like last week, but turned around and imprisoned you for being the one who was violated. So situation doesn't allow you. Remember, situations, you collect losses in situations. In journeys, you collect lessons. So now I'm trying to refunction. Some of us trying to recalculate. Am I too kind-hearted? Am I too nice? Do I give too much? Do I talk too much? Am I trying to be bossy? Do I want to be somebody, mama? So everything about me. I remember people telling me, Tish, you just can't tell people that. But it was the truth. Tish, you just can't. You don't do that. So now you're teaching me how to keep secrets. Remember, we learned last week that we build prisons of dysfunction and we pass it down from one person to the next person to the next person. You see how all this stuff go into mindset? Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, right? So I'm doing good. So now I want you to answer this question for me. I want you to answer this question for me. What about you is genuine that ugly has kept captive? I want y'all to talk to me or put it on a piece of paper if it's private. But what about you is genuine that you realize ugly has held captive, that ugly has imprisoned about you, that you almost resent being too nice? That's the silliest thing I heard in my life. I'm telling y'all that you almost resent helping people, that you almost resent giving people a word of empowerment or word of encouragement because they misinterpret it. So you've been trapped behind the bars of imprisonment. Ugly got you trapped. And that thing that makes you genuinely you is ready to be free. But the only person that's going to be able to let you out is you. That's it. What's holding you? What's holding you, Miss Susan? What's holding you, Miss Jeanette? What's holding you, Don? What's holding you, Veronica? What's holding you? What is holding you captive? What is genuinely and authentically you? What makes you unique? That one of a kind thing that now you resent because it's got you behind bars. And what you're doing is not illegal. You're not a lawbreaker. You're being genuinely you. And that thing got you held like this because you live life as situations and not journeys. You ever have people that been locked up and stuff? What they gonna say? I mean, I got a little situation. That means you ain't have no control. None. Even though you could have premeditated it. This little situation we in. That's when people tell me that they in a relationship, a situationship, or you just found yourself in this. You have no control. Y'all know how I am. Words have power. We give them life. Words have life. We give them power. I'm not in a situationship. I'm living my life as the journey it was designed to be. But in order for me to understand that, I have to know what it means to be ugly. Yesterday, we learned what it was like to be unique. That's one of a kind. It ain't no other. Today, we're going to understand how ugly imprisoned the things that make us genuine. Ah, I feel this thing this morning, y'all. I feel it a little bit differently. Now, let me tell y'all what genuine is, okay? Y'all ready? So, genuine, truly what something is said to be, it's authentic. Speak those things that be not as though they were. Authentic. You are authentically a giving person. Don't allow ugly to imprison you because of it. You are authentically a caring person. Don't allow ugly to imprison you for it. You are authentically a loving person. When it comes out, it's pure. It's the very thing it was said to be. Don't allow ugly to imprison you for it. The problem that we're having is we've been conditioned because of circumstances to believe that being nice to somebody is obsolete. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I want y'all to think on how we are in today's society. People almost make you feel bad for being happily married. The silly stuff that they say. You can't be happily married. Oh, all men cheat. I don't know who you been with, but that's not really a true statement. A happy wife is a happy life. How selfish is that statement? So the husband can't be happy. I want a happy spouse. I want a happy marriage. It can't be one-sided. But sometimes we allow, because somebody else is tainted in that area, to taint us. I knew the day was going to be a little bit different because it felt weird when I woke up and I felt frustrated. And I was like, what's going on? I don't understand it, because I have to slow things down sometimes. Because most of you on here right now, I know most of you. I know Veronica. I met Miss Jeanette. I'm learning Miss Susan. I know Don. And if Miss Annie on here, I know Miss Annie. If Fest is on him, I don't know him, but I can tell that most of you that's on here right now on this live, you are caring people. You will give the clothes off your back. But situations have held you prisoner because of that. Now you kind of not resent it, but resent that. Most of you on here will go above and beyond for somebody. The ones that I can see. But ugly has imprisoned you and held you in captivity. What we gonna do? How do I get out of this? How do I stay genuine? How do I stay authentically me when you stop living life as a situation and live it as a journey? Take lessons and not losses. See, the one thing I hate that people say is, I'm gonna tell you how you do me. No, ma'am. No, sir. Because that means I gotta change who I am. I told you, if the mountain ain't moving, you probably should move. So what we doing, y'all, today? I want y'all to talk to me for a minute. Can any of you identify you're ugly? Can you identify that genuine thing that you no longer enjoy doing? Somebody talk to me. I knew it was going to be slowed down today, but there's a reason for this. Because certain things you have to be specific in. What about you that is genuine that ugly has held captive? Are you caring? Do you love deep? Are you charitable? What are those good qualities that you have that now you resent because somebody made you feel bad for it? Somebody has made me feel bad for wanting to help people since I was little. Because I don't mind giving you, I don't mind coming to help you. But when I come, I've always come with tools. But I was told I wanted to be somebody's mom. Child, I don't want to be nobody's mom. I was a kid. Veronica, you a loyal friend. And people make you feel, why you still there? Because I'm loyal. If I have to change my character to appease you and I'm going to be unhappy, we not going to be friends no more. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and move. The mountain ain't got to move. I'm going to move. Because we've been conditioned to believe that we have to change who we are to appease people. And the stuff that we're changing are good qualities. But if you act a fool long enough, they'll be like, well, you know that's how she is. You know that's how he is. Wait, so they get away with it? No, I don't even like how that sounds. I don't even like how that feels. I don't like none of that. I don't like none of it. Where we at? What are we doing? How are we going to embrace this ugly thing about being authentically who you are? Because a lot of us struggle with that. Some of y'all thinking it's not me. Yes, it is. Yes, it's you 100%. Because you wouldn't be on here right now. What genuine thing have you allowed to be locked up because people made you feel bad for being you? People used to tell me, yo, I'm not lying. People tell me all the time, Tisha, you talk too much. And stop trying to help everybody. These were real words. Stop trying to help everybody. You can't help everybody. Everybody don't want help. But I learned everybody don't know how to receive help because they don't know what that look like without an ulterior motive. Everybody don't know what it feels like to have somebody genuinely care about them. That's scary because most of us don't know what that look like. Everybody don't know what it's genuinely like to have somebody love them regardless of where they're at. No, most people don't know how to accept that thing. When it's genuine, when it's authentic, the issue is not you. The issue is the person that's receiving it because they don't know what that looks like and they don't know what that feels like. So now I'm hurt because I don't know what genuine, authentic love feels like. So I can't receive it. I don't know what genuine help feels like. So I can't receive it. I don't know what genuine touch and embrace feels like. So I can't receive it. So what I'm going to do is make you feel bad for being authentic. I'm going to make you feel bad for being genuine because I don't know what that feels like. Sometimes it's frustrating when you try to be authentically you, genuine, but because we can't understand that this person don't know what that feels like, Don't change your demeanor. Don't change your authenticness. Don't change your genuineness because somebody else don't know what it feels like to be loved. Don't change the fact that you're a good friend, that you're a loyal friend, because somebody else don't know what that look like, because somebody else don't know what that feel like. Stop conforming to the prison. Don't let the situation control your journey. You control it. You go from journey to journey, from place to place. If where I'm at right now is going to cause me injury, I got to go. Because now you're removing me from being authentically who I am. Remember, unique is one of a kind. That means everybody's not going to get that genuine love that you give. Everybody's not going to get that genuine embrace that you give. And because of that, people don't know how to receive that. People don't know how to put a handle on that. People don't know how to just say, you know what? Um, this don't feel right. Like when you, okay, prime example. I had very low self-esteem, right? Remember I told y'all the lips, the head, just everything about me was a mess, child. So I didn't know what it felt like. I didn't know what it felt like for somebody to authentically love me. Right? Mind you, the boyfriends I had, not one of them were ever mean to me, disrespectful, but I realized that I was sabotaging. Like I found a reason to break up with them because I didn't know what that looked like. Because you got to remember, I grew up in an abusive household. So, and I knew you weren't going to hit me because if you hit me, I was going to have to kill you. So I knew that's not what I wanted. But when it was genuine, I rejected it. So even my husband now, when we first met, I didn't understand none of that. He was authentically complimenting me. In my mind, you trying to control me. Because he was like, Tisha, you don't have to wear makeup. Oh, you trying to tell me not to wear makeup? I didn't know what genuine, authentic love looked like from a man because I didn't know what I was supposed to be expecting. Look at Dawn. I didn't know what I was supposed to be expecting. So I didn't know how to embrace that. I didn't know how to embrace somebody authentically loving me in spite of. And see, that's the issue I have with a lot of people who say that they're Christians. Because if you believe that God loves you continuously in spite of, and if you believe that Yeshua died for you in spite of, then why is it hard for you to believe that somebody can authentically love you? Them two don't go hand in hand. Now, wait a minute now. If you believe that authentically and wholeheartedly that God loves you in spite of, why would he not give that same characteristic to other people, including you? I'm generous. Sometimes you got to realize that even in your genuineness, if you take life as a journey and take those lessons, you won't repeat the same cycle of dysfunction. But because you live them as situations, that's why you keep finding yourself in the same situation. Because your view of where you're at is a mess. Because you keep going in it like you're the victim, like you're the bad person. Remember, the lawbreaker will have you serving time for stuff they did to you. We're not doing that in 2020. You're not holding me captive. I don't want to play that game. I quit. That's not the game for me. So where are we at, y'all? What are we doing? What are we learning? Like some of y'all, because y'all thinking, y'all wheels are turning. Y'all like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because in that, when you were authentically you was your joy. What happens with dysfunction is it take those things that are pure, right? And it mimic it, so it replicates it. But when it replicates it, it's deadly because it's meant to take over the system and or the network. So yeah, I was bossy because I'm a leader. Yeah, I probably was trying to be your mama because I'm a caretaker. I'm going to try to provide a resource to help you better you. So the stuff they said wasn't a lie. It's just the way they said it imprisoned me because they made me feel bad for being me because nobody knew how to mold me the proper way. That's why I am very careful a lot of times. Listen, some stuff I'm just not going to say right now because it's not going to come out right. So I had to be taught in my private time. And some of y'all going to have to learn this. And we're going to talk about that next week. when you have to get away and learn yourself in such a spiritual sense through prayer and meditation. But we're going to discuss that next week because this is a whole process. Don't allow other people to defile what makes you genuine. Don't allow the words of somebody else to destroy what makes you genuine. You are already one of a kind. And in that automatically makes you pure because you're authentic to it. For me to help somebody else, y'all, it don't take nothing. I don't think about it. Did I get hurt along the way? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Did I say I ain't helping nobody else? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Did I say I ain't coming out there to help you do nothing else? Yeah, I did. Did I go back down there? Yeah, I did. Did I help him again? Yeah, I did. I'm just being honest because that's what made me genuine. So when I stopped taking life as situations and losses and I learned how to take them as lessons, I became strategic. See, that's the thing about what I want to teach you guys with your genuineness. Like Veronica says that she's a loyal friend and Susan says she's generous, right? In these moments of mindset, you're going to learn how to be strategic in your generosity. You're going to learn how to be strategic in being a loyal friend. You're going to learn how to be strategic in being a leader. You're going to learn how to be strategic in your movements because when you change your mindset in order to change your life, with that comes strategy because now you're going to be intentional on what you're being generous about. Now you're going to be intentional on what you're being loyal about. Now you're going to be intentional in how you articulate what it is that you want. Now you're going to be strategic. Because you understand ain't nothing wrong with you being genuinely you. But you got to be strategic. Because if not, it'll drown you. It will dry you out and you're going to stay in prison. And that's where you're going to die in that dysfunction. But you got to be strategic. It takes a lot of work to not be who you are, who you were created to be. That's the thing. Oh, that's real good, Veronica. It takes a lot of work for you not to be who you were created to be. But when you realize situations in life have conditioned you, that stuff ain't just happened yesterday. You didn't just start not trying to be who you were designed to be yesterday. This has been, baby, you have been conditioned. And you got to remember that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. You have to remember that you're the apple of my Father's eye. You have to remember that there are no mistakes in you. But life has conditioned and is trying to mold you into something that is going to destroy your network and your systems. And what is that? That's your generations. That's the lineage. That's who you are because we've been conditioned from childhood on how we have those things around us that always kind of dictate who we are. Family, peers and friends, religion, and your economic status, where you at, society. And they kind of condition you on what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be. And if you don't grab hold to it, you will confine yourself in a prison because somebody told you that you're not supposed to be authentically you. And now, because they don't know how to receive truth, your truth, who you are in that moment, y'all want to watch this. When people ask you how you really feel about something, you pause before you say anything. Because you literally sizing up that person to see how it's going to feel when I say this. And you feel like sometimes it's best that you not say nothing. Well, don't ask me my opinion. Now, I'm going to ask you two questions. If you ask me a question, do you just want me to listen or do you want me to give advice? Because if they say just listen, then shut your mouth and just listen. But if they want authentic advice, then if you say we friends, I shouldn't feel some type of way. Did it come back in, Dawn? Did the connection come back? Let me know. I want you guys to really understand where we're at with this whole genuine thing. I don't want you guys to feel No type of way. I want you guys to be truly understanding what it means to be genuine. Everybody don't listen. You're not too far gone. Don't let your age tell you you're too far gone. I can't change. You can change. You here right now. It's 6 something in the morning. You here right now. We here together. What is it that you want out of life? What is it that has held you captive? And you want your freedom. You want to be free to be able to be genuine. Talk to me. Y'all can talk to me today. I slowed down. I had no choice but to slow down. So talk to me today. What is that one thing that's causing you? Okay, so you guys can see me. Can you hear me, Veronica? Can you hear me? Jayla, I know you can hear me. Yeah, because I can't really tell. Can you hear me though? Something happened, something happened, something happened. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Hello, 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 hello. It's still up though. Can you hear me? Come on, guys. Can you hear me? Because I'm going to keep talking. Yeah, I hear it. So at this point, we are all trying to figure out where we at, what we going to do, how are we going to not be held in prison by this ugly thing that's making me feel bad for being genuinely me. How do I do that? How do I get out of prison? Because you being genuine is causing you to feel some type of way. When you realize that it's not you, some people have no clue. Thank you, Tanisha. Some people have no clue on how to receive genuine love. I'm going back to that. Some people have no clue how to receive genuine help. Some people don't have a clue. They don't know. They're not sure. They just lost. They literally are confused. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. Don't allow that thing to get you imprisoned. Because what's happening is it's making you miserable. It's making you hurt. It's making you grieve. It's depressing you. If you like being generous, then Miss Susan, what you do is you ask for a strategic strategy when it comes to being generous. If you love being loyal, Veronica, and that's what makes you genuine, then be strategic in what and who you're loyal to. If you love being able to help people, then be strategic in who and what you help. You don't have to attach everything. Everything can't handle the authentic you. Everything cannot handle that you are walking in what you were designed and created to be. Everything and everybody can't handle that. They resent it. Do you understand? In you being unique and in you being genuine is you walking in your freedom. And one thing other slaves don't like is when other people are free. It's like crabs. So now you're feeling bad for ownership of your freedom. Remember, in order to change your life, you have to change your mindset, right? Remember, situations keep you captive. Journeys allow you to walk in freedom. When you realize that that's the issue here, the issue ain't that you help people. It's just that when you're doing what you love to do, you are operating in freedom because you're operating in your purpose. Remember, dysfunction is abnormal behavior. Function is you walking in your purpose. So in you walking in your purpose is you walking in your freedom. And I'm sorry. Let's just be honest. If somebody not free and they see you in your freedom, oh, they gonna come for you. That's how other prisoners do. You gotta think about it. When people are in prison, a lot of times they don't tell other people when they're gonna be free because they will sabotage you. Ask somebody. Because see, that's what's happening too. Some of y'all getting there and y'all want to tell everybody you think everybody going to be happy for you. No ma'am, no sir. Don't even worry about it. Don't tell nobody why you in the process. Let them see when you're out. You ever seen somebody you know was in jail? Because all of us kind of know somebody that was in jail. And then now you looking like, bro, I didn't even know you got out. When you got out. That's the thing. When this freedom come, it ain't for everybody to know it. It's just for them to see it. That's the whole thing about mindset. I don't need to tell you my plans before I do it. You just gonna see my plans done. Know that. So that's how you become genuine. That's how you become free in that. It's okay to be ugly. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's okay to be unique, genuine, love, and simply you. It's okay. I need y'all to type that for me. I need y'all to say it's okay to be genuine. Because they got y'all feeling bad. They got us all feeling bad for being who we are. It's okay to be genuine. You just have to understand when dysfunction has took what's genuine and tainted it. So you have to be in a position to listen. Good morning, Kevin. You have to be in a position to listen. You have to be in a position to receive. Everything ain't for you to receive. But sometimes if everybody telling you the same thing, strangers, your mouth is reckless. Your mouth is reckless. Yeah, you need to look at that. Because you can be truthful, but you can also be dysfunctional in your truth. And that's the thing that you got to understand. Yes, it is. It's okay, guys, to be genuine. It's okay. But you can't walk in dysfunction while you're walking in what makes you genuine. That's what I need. That's what we got to work on. That's how you got to shift it. Because I was telling people the truth, but it was how I was telling them the truth that was the problem. Because I had been through so much that when I told you the truth, I purposely was cutting you. Oh, for real. And I didn't care. It just was boom. And what? Because again, remember, I've already told I was bossy. I already been told that I talk too much. I already been told I want to be somebody's mama. I already been told I'm always trying to take charge of stuff. So how about this? I'm going to go ahead and tell you how I feel. And then you can work all this out later on your own. But when I learned how to control my mind, when I learned how to change my mindset, it taught me how to articulate the truth in such a way that even if I cut you, I'm equipped to sew you back up. It's like a surgeon. So in whatever it is that you do, you have to have strategic strategy. If you're going to be generous, and ain't nothing wrong with it, have a strategic strategy. If you know you don't want people always ask for money, you got to be smart about that thing. Now, if they always come to you, be like, oh, can I get $50, $25, $100, $500? I'll pay you back next week, or I'll pay you back tomorrow. How about just wait till tomorrow to get done whatever you need to get done? Because if you're struggling now, you're going to be struggling later. Literally, me and my husband do this. I don't care what amount. If you ask me for anything over $50, my amount going to be $50, and I'm going to forget that I gave it to you. Because that's another thing. If you're not supposed to lend a thing, if you're looking for it back, then you shouldn't give it to nobody. Never put yourself in a position to be grieved. If me coming to pick you up because I don't mind helping is going to make me rearrange my whole day, and now I'm aggravated, then it's not that person's fault. It's your fault. Thank you, Don. It's your fault. If I gave you my last, and now just last week, you still ain't paying me back what you owe me from 5 years ago up to 2 days ago. Why would I give you my last? So you got to use wisdom. That's that mindset. And people going to say whatever they want to say. People going to talk if you're doing good. They're going to talk if you're doing bad. You don't need their approval. What you need is your mindset to change so that way you are okay. Don't listen, I'm not putting myself in a situation where I'm going to be uncomfortable, where I'm going to be hurt, where I'm going to be angry. No, that's not going to happen. Can't do it. So if you ask me, this is the thing, I can have the money. Let me just explain this to you. I can have the $500. But what I'm going to do is give you 50 and you work the rest of this out on your own. And if you don't return the 50, that's fine, because I'm not looking for it back. You feel me? If what you're doing is going to cause injury to yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, don't do it. You're not in a position to do it. Like many of us, when we get in that position of healing and we feel good and stuff like that, we want to start pouring it out and giving it to everybody else. But if you're not in a position where you're properly situated to, as you pour, you can receive back, don't do it. See, this is the thing I tell life coaches and stuff, and people out here in these streets talking about they want to be a life coach and they're a life coach and all that's fine. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be so authentically honest with y'all. When I pour into all of you, as I'm pouring, it's literally coming back up. And so my interpretation is that as I feed you, the Father feeds me, because that's my source. And so I don't get drained doing what I love to do when I'm being authentic in it, because I understand that you are not my source. That when you understand how that works, I don't overextend myself, because I become frustrated in my purpose, because I've allowed situations to distract the journey. So at this time, like, y'all, I'm just like, I'm rocking because I got so much information in my head right now about what it means to be genuine. Remove the bars. Like, I wish it was like a meme or something, or like a little sticker that had somebody like this, because I need you to remove the bars. Let the genuine and authentic you come out. Don't allow ugly to hold you imprisoned, because remember, we've been taught that ugly is disgusting, it's deformed, it's repulsive, especially in appearance. Words have power, we give them life. I don't focus on that definition. I focus on being unique, genuine, love, and simply who I am. So if that makes me ugly, then so be it. I'll embrace it. I'll embrace what makes me unique. I'll embrace what makes me genuine. I'll embrace what makes me exude love. And I'll embrace everything that makes me me. So if that makes me ugly, what you have to understand, the word is targeted at what makes you authentically you. I'm ugly because I don't look like everybody else. I'm ugly because I don't talk like everybody else. I'm ugly because I don't walk like everybody else. I'm ugly because I don't stand like everybody else. I'm disgusting because I didn't go to the same school you went to. I'm disgusting. You got to realize that what people call ugly are things that they cannot identify with. So you can't identify with the fact that I'm unique. It'll never be another me. That I'm genuine, that I'm authentic, that I'm one of a kind. You can't handle that I express and exude love in what I do. And you angry because I walk in the freedom of my truth of who I am. That's why you mad at my ugly. When I started Embrace Your Ugly, guys, I promise y'all, all I saw was black women. When in my vision of embracing your ugly, this will be a real transparent moment. It was not for everybody. When I first started it, I didn't see it for everybody. Because when I saw it as a black woman, right? My hair, you told me my hair was ugly. So I had to straighten that. That's what made me unique. You told me if I was too dark, I couldn't get into church. So we had to do paper bag tests back in the day. So now you punishing me for something I had no control over. That's what made me unique. You picked at me because my lips was big. I couldn't help that. But now the very thing that you've told me was ugly about who I was is now people paying for this. But these are authentically mine. So now you mad because these are authentically mine. This tan, this here right here. People laying in the sun and in tanning beds to get what I got for free. This hair now, everybody trying to be dreaded. It don't even matter. But then in the midst of me doing it, because we got to be honest. Women, Spanish women, white women, black men, white men, everybody started saying, no, we can identify with that. We know what it's like to be considered ugly because of where we live at, because of where we stay at. Oh, that's disgusting. They stay on the other side of town. They stay in the projects. You got to realize that right there, that's what makes you unique. Because in spite of your situation, in spite of the circumstances, you've been able to overcome. See, that's what makes it one of a kind, y'all. What makes you one of a kind is that you were able to jump over that hurdle called ugly. And you made it unique to you. I was picked at because I had to go to the SLD class. And they was in a special little spot. And everybody knew that's where that was at, right? Everybody knew that's where I was going. That was so embarrassing to me. Because I couldn't read like everybody else. Because when people would tell me stuff, it was all jumbled and I couldn't figure it out. But do y'all understand that that's my gift? That when people talk to me, I have the ability to slow it down and put it in such a perspective that it blows even the person in mind that's telling me. But somebody told me that made me different because I wasn't on the same track as everybody else. That because you could read a sentence to me and I could tell you what it meant, but I couldn't read the sentence. What is it that's genuinely you that somebody got you feeling bad about? Because you help people? Because you like to talk? Because you love on people? It's straight up okay to be genuine. Y'all hear me? It was just the way I process information. And that's truly what it was. I don't process information like other people do. That's why when I say I can feel you, I can. I can't explain it. I don't have to because I'm genuine. Where we at, y'all? Where we at today? Like, this is so, like, my heart is so full of joy because I feel like I know that you guys are getting y'all freedom papers. You hear me? And the thing is, nobody else gonna sign your freedom papers but you. So that's what, put that down there. I'm signing my freedom papers. That's what I want y'all to do. Oh, we signing freedom papers today, baby. We signing these freedom papers because you waiting on somebody else to release you. And I'm telling you, you have the ability to release yourself. Let's be genuine. Let's be authentic. Let's be who we really are. Say, I'm signing my freedom papers. Because y'all, we're going to be held in captivity for everything if we don't realize who we are authentically as a person, as a people. If you don't realize who you are in this moment, somebody else will come in and create who they want you to be. That's dysfunction. Somebody else will come in and tell you that ain't the way it's supposed to be. Somebody else will come in and think, you're welcome. I'm signing my freedom papers. That's what I need y'all to put on there. I'm signing my freedom papers. Why? I love you too, cousin. I'm signing my freedom papers. Why? Why are we signing freedom papers? Because I changed my mindset in order to change my life. Sign your freedom papers. Stop allowing somebody else's interpretation of your genuine acts and who makes you genuine determine how long you're going to be in prison. What you're not going to do is hold me captive. I'm signing these freedom papers. I'm getting the keys. As a matter of fact, I've always had the keys. When you realize you've always been unique, one of a kind. You've always been genuine, authentic. You've always been love and what that represents, and you've always been you. When you realize that's why people want to make you feel ugly. And don't do it boldly. Oh, it's going to be a mess if you do it boldly. If you do it boldly, it's going to be a mess. Because now you bossy. Now you think you all that. I'm going to teach y'all something today, right? It's so funny because I do a lot of stuff, right? And so when I do things and I'll go and I'll see somebody else kind of doing the same thing, I always say, that's right, Veronica, I like that one. I always say that I'm a trendsetter. Don't get offended when other people mimic what you do. That's a compliment. It's really a compliment. What I'm gonna be offended for? I'm a trendsetter. And if you know what you do is amazing and impactful, let me show y'all how to do this. Let me show y'all. McDonald's knew what they had, right? Or whoever. We gonna start at McDonald's. But they realized that what they had other people wanted, but they probably didn't want to go out and about and do all this. So then they started charging people. They franchised it. So you want to do what I do, then you're going to come in and you're going to sow seed back into me because I've already done the groundwork. See, that's what trendsetters do. When you realize you're a trendsetter in that love situation, in that generosity situation, that you do it authentic, nobody else can't do it, honey. Nobody else can't do what I do. This was designed for me. So today, tonight, y'all, I think I'm going to get that. Okay. So for those of you who signed up for the Mindset Matters, I think we're going to come up with a freedom course, like a freedom paper. We're going to sign our freedom papers. It's over. That's right, Mika. It's over. Do y'all hear me? It's over. So how do we get from point A to point B? How we doing this? How we letting this thing manifest today? Be genuine. Hashtag be genuine. Can y'all put that in the comments too? Hashtag be genuine. Be authentic. Be the very thing that you were formed and born to be. Don't let nobody hold you captive for your truth. Don't let nobody hold you captive for what's rightfully yours. Don't let nobody make you feel bad and hold you a prisoner because you love authentic, because you care authentic, because you speak authentic, because you embrace authentic. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for being authentically who you are. Don't let nobody, that's right, Veronica, everybody, hashtag be genuine. I'm about writing these things. That's why I give y'all the definitions, because I want you guys to understand that if you don't understand what you're saying, you just speaking a whole lot of nothing. I seen in a movie one time, they say you speaking loud, but you ain't saying nothing. That's why I give y'all the definitions of these things, because it gives you a visual insight on what it is to be you, to be ugly. It's okay to be unique. I don't have to be like everybody else. It's okay to be genuine, because that's a good thing. It's okay to be loved, but you got to believe that it's okay to be you. That's what this whole mindset matter thing is about. Some of y'all need to know it's okay to be you. If you is a caring person, be that. It's okay. If you are a loyal person, be that. It's okay. If you love helping people, be that. It's okay. If you are a leader in everything that you do, be that. It's okay. If you like teaching people, be that. It's okay. I need you to understand that it's okay to be you. It is okay to be you. It's okay to be genuine. It's okay to be authentic. And if being genuine and if being unique makes you ugly, then so be it. Embrace that. See, people don't like that word ugly. Wow, Veronica. Her name means true image or honest image. Be that. Be true to you. And if people don't like it, that people didn't always like embrace your ugly. They didn't like what it sounded like. And I did that purposely. Because until you're okay with some of the ugly facts of your life, you'll never be able to embrace the beautiful facts of your life. Because you're constantly living life like a situation versus a journey. And I'm about to go, y'all, because it's 6:58. I told y'all we had this morning, for those of you who just joined, I had a morning. Do you hear me? But nonetheless, I was coming. I was going to be on time, and I was on time. To those of you who support every morning, that you're here every morning, I authentically say thank you. I authentically, when I tell y'all, I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. For those of you who want to still do the Mindset Matters course, I put the link. It's somewhere. It's on the video thing. I put the link there. Click the link, y'all. Register for the class. You're welcome, Miss Janet. Register. This right here, This what you getting now? I love this. Thanks, Veronica. I love this. I just want you guys to change your mindsets so you can change your life. And in doing that, what the whole goal of this is so you can understand your value. So you know your value and you know your worth. To get a diamond, you got to go in a dark place. Gold got to go through iron sharpens iron. Like when you understand that stuff, don't be looking at no sword. Look at what iron really look like. And it's sharpening. The process ain't never pretty. Clams got a seal so you can get this pearl, right? They do this little pressure thing so you can get a pearl. The process is never pretty. It's supposed to be ugly because the process is unique, genuine love, and simply you. Wow, Dawn. I love you guys. It's 7 o'clock and I got to go. All right. Y'all make it a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. And in the morning, we talking about love, baby. So I'm really excited. I love all of you. Thank you so much for giving me the most valuable thing you possess, and that's your time. And until tomorrow, 6 a.m., same time, same place, make it a great day. And I need you to be genuine. Until tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye-bye.